Let me show you something.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, Fen.
It's me, Akasha.
Today we are going to do a video, babe, that I've probably been requested more than, of course, In-Betweeners, but we're doing In-Betweeners slowly. I've had, I don't know how many requests we've had for this.
Mm-hmm.
So in the last video when we did I don't know if anyone saw our reaction to Sean Locke's best bits on 8 out of 10 cats, I gave my humble opinion. I don't want to say expert, but I do know I was explaining that I really am a humongous fan of stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy, not comedy panel shows. Stand-up, actual on the mic, like, you know, one-on-one. And I made the controversial stance that Americans do it better. Now, I was talking about comedians that I know, respectfully, most people wouldn't have heard of as kind of the underground comedians. Because when British people think of, like, comedy in America, they're thinking of, like, Jimmy Fallon and, like, you know, all those talk shows.
Like Will Ferrell and, like,
Well, yeah, like all that corny shit. Not like the guys that you've seen me listen
to.
Those guys are hard-hitting. Anyway, we're not going to get into it because we need, like, a podcast episode to, like, really, you know, dissect it. Having said that, I said to you, there's 3 or 4 comedians in the UK that are up there for me.
Yeah.
With the ones that I love in the US. One of them was Sean Locke. Of course, we love Ricky Gervais. But another one, or shall I say back in the day, I feel like my personal opinion, Frankie Boyle's lost it a bit in the last few years, but that's for a different episode. But Frankie Boyle from probably the Mock the Week days, that was a panel show. So we're talking like 2005 all the way to about 2015-ish.
Okay.
He was a savage.
Okay. Real
savage. What he was good at, in particular, what I liked, is his one-on-one with the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, especially if the audience tried to like be smart and clever back, he'd really put them in their place.
love that because that's real improv.
It really is real improv.
Because you have no idea what they're going to say. You're just ready.
Sometimes with Frankie, it was like more the shock value than the funny value.
Right.
But also, like back in the Mock of the Week days, I loved him. Like, I just thought this guy is, I mean, he was always another, like, the Mock of the Week was a show that was on every week. When he wasn't on, it was so obvious when he wasn't on. Like, you know, the 6 comedians, but when Frankie Boyle wasn't on, it just wasn't the same, it wasn't the same at all. Anyway, I don't want to ruin it too much, but that's his thing, is that he was a bit of a savage. Some would say he still is. That's for a different argument. I'm not sure. But should we check it out?
Yeah.
It's Frankie Boyle's Audience Annihilation Part 1.
Are you saying Frankie Balls?
Boyle.
Boyle.
Like Susan Boyle?
So Frankie Boyles?
Boyle. No, as.
Oh.
Frankie Boyle.
Okay.
Scottish guy. You might struggle a little bit with the accent. Let me know. I'll pause it.
Okay.
And I'll translate.
Okay.
Right, let's do it.
Okay.
What about you, man? That's a rather strange fucking injury you've developed there. What happened to you?
Burnt myself.
You burnt yourself? That sounded awfully deliberate there. You know what I mean? Burnt myself. How did you burn yourself?
I got burnt at work, Frankie.
You got burnt? Now you've fucking changed your story. Fucking one call to those fucking no-fees lawyers and suddenly you got burnt at work. A minute ago you burnt yourself. You're going to fucking fold in the witness box like a red-hot Mars bar. What happened to you?
I work for a company that makes a lot of hot shit and
You work for a company that makes a lot of hot shit.
He's funny, this guy, the audience member.
Well, I can see this starting to come together like the start of an episode of Casualty, isn't it? How'd you put your elbow in something hot?
I just kind of brushed against it and I was fucked.
I just brushed against it and I was fucked. It's a lovely understatement to Scottish people, isn't it? That's why you don't really get us in those kind of 999 rescue shows that America has, you know what I mean? I was driving along and I just kind of fucked the car into a tree. I ended up fucked, the car was fucked, tree was fucked. Thank God there was no hot shit around. I just jumped down and rammed my fucking elbow into it like a maniac. How you doing, wee boys? A fucking wee boy with a receding hairline. How you doing, Benjamin Button? You've been hit with a death ray or something? What, are you a wee boy? Are you a fucking sort of fresh-faced old man? What the fuck are you? A wee boy? Is this your parents? Fucking hell, you brought two... Don't worry. Your mum knows you wank. Your mum wanks too. Sometimes your mum wanks your dad.
Oh my god.
Dinner at that house that night is going to be awkward. Fucking hell.
That kid is thinking, oh my god.
Hang on, he's not done.
The only thing they don't know is that you wank thinking about your mum wanking your dad.
Oh.
That's what I meant by the shock value.
The shock value,
Right.
yeah.
Well, hello, Hackney. I had a wee look round Hackney today. Looks like a fucking holding pen for the Jeremy...
Hackney's kind of a shithole in London.
Okay.
Like, it's pretty ghetto.
Okay.
Somebody's going to go, no, it's not. It's beautiful. I live here. It's shit.
Look round Hackney today. Looks like a fucking holding pen for the Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Kyle show.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
That's our Jerry Springer, but a real one. So real life. They're not actors like in Jerry Springer. They don't fight.
They're
It's
not
like,
acting. I'm just kidding.
it's like our Jerry Springer, like
Yeah.
shit, trashy, just
Right.
disgusting humans that, like, you know,
But
I'm
it's not, like,
pregnant
put
with his
on.
uncle who fucked her daughter, who then shagged
Right.
a monkey. Like, just, you know, mental stuff.
Do they have like the "You are not the father" and they dance around? and
No,
stuff?
no. That's
strictly
your-
America.
That's strictly American. We should definitely do a reaction to that.
Oh, that would be good.
that
actually.
would be. I remember you showed me those, and I
Yeah.
thought they were brilliant.
Hilarious.
Anyway, holding pin for the Jeremy Kyle show.
Okay.
Today looks like a fucking holding pen for the Jeremy Kyle show. How you doing, little fella? You've made a fucking effort. Looks like someone shaved a monkey and kicked it through Top Man.
Oh my god.
Top Man's a clothes store.
Yeah,
Shitty
yeah.
clothes
I did
store.
know that. Yeah.
You've gone for it with the hair here, haven't you? You look like a moderately powerful Pokemon. Why is he a giant version of you? Like fucking Russian dolls there. How you doing, big fella? How's life been since you played Mongo in the Blazing Saddles movie? What'd you do, big man? IT. IT. And you said that in a sort of, and my soul is dying every time I sit in front of the computer screen. What about you, Frodo? What's your story? I called you Frodo. Because you look like you've had your ring destroyed. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
What do you do, man? You're a what?
Photographer.
He's
You're a
nervous. bless him.
photographer. You're a trainee paedophile, sir. You got Scottish people? I love that cheer Scottish people do when they think there's a lot more Scottish people in. Yeah, oh, we're surrounded.
Not so much.
Where are you from, Scottish people? You sound fucking... Oh, Paisley, he's topped you in Shittown top trumps there.
I've been to Paisley. That's a shithole.
Really?
It is rough.
When you say it's a shithole, why? Is it just the
you know, like
homes or, like, the
government just
people, or-
neglected it completely,
Oh, okay.
and it's all the people that live there, drug addicts, criminals. It Paisley. I've been played football. Don't ask me. Long story, but proper shit. So let's see what he says about Paisley.
In Shittown top trumps there. Sorry, we've had a higher bids. What's brought you down from Paisley? A raft made from turnips. Although I quite liked your answer, drugs. I suspect that's your answer to a lot of questions. What time is it? Drugs! Fife? Who's from Fife?
The Kingdom of Fife.
Whereabouts in Fife you from? Kirkcaldy. I have to explain this to them now. Basically, Kirkcaldy, the town's pride took a bit of a knock recently when they found out that the people of Ethiopia were holding a rock concert for them.
Did you get that?
No.
So you know how like every few years, you know, all the white countries get together and they're like, let's do like a rock concert for like, you know, African aid or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, they're saying because it's so shit that
the people in
Ethiopia are doing it.
Held a rock concert for them.
Wow,
that's a great joke.
Yeah,
that's a well-written joke. Ethiopia.
So what are you doing in London? Working, there's a dour Scottish answer. You're just going to bleed the information out gradually, aren't you? A fucking human riddle from Kirkcaldy. My first is in Windmill, but not in Canal. I work, but what do I work at? Guess again. What do you work at?
Consultant.
Consultant. Do you want to go any deeper into the explanation, or are we just...
Management consulting.
Management consulting. What are they managing?
Not very much.
Are they managing to find you quite an annoying cunt?
Right.
Doing, man, what do you do? You're a stockbroker. What about you, man? You're a plumber. Fantastic. How do you know him? Plumbers and stockbrokers. Friends? What the fuck do you talk about? Oh yeah, I made quite a bit of money short selling on Nike today. Yeah, really? I broke up a big jobby in a toilet.
A big shit.
I got.
How you doing, fucking Gigantor? You alright, man? This guy, you're just fucking looking at me like I'm a big sausage holding a microphone, aren't you? How you doing, big fella? What's your role in life?
Lawyer.
You're a lawyer? Fucking hell. What type of law? Property law. Could you be more worthless? It's not often I'll say this. Not often I'll say this, but you should stick your face in a meat grinder and go and live in the woods.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I don't mean this to sound horrible, I really don't.
I don't.
But I could watch you being raped and not feel a flicker of emotion. That's not true, I'd be angry they weren't killing him.
Oh my god.
Glasgow.
Oh, he's in Scotland now.
How you doing, wee man? Are you a weird-looking straight guy or a really weird-looking gay guy? I'd come on your face just to cover it up. How much will I pay you? That was your fucking effort, was it? When your mum gave birth, she shat you out so she could leave her pussy free for fucking the doctors.
Oh my gosh.
Look, you're getting a fucking hard time for getting your phone out, you dozy cunt. Where you from? Any idea? Just looking up at me like your fucking cat started talking.
Any idea?
You got a blank face there, pal. If you held that expression for long enough in a hospital, you get fucking switched off. You're from Belfast. I've heard a bit about Belfast. Apparently you have some religious worries over there. We don't really take any opinion of it. It's none of our business, to be honest. What brought you over? The ferry? You working here?
No, on the brew.
On the brew?
On the booze.
Listen to how popular that's made you in the room there.
Actually,
400 years.
I'm not actually too sure. On the brew, does that mean on the drink or does it mean I'm working? You know what? I don't know actually.
It's not about coffee,
I've
right?
just realised.
Because a brew can be a coffee, right?
I just realised I actually don't know what that means. I'm on the brew. Maybe we'll get some context clues. Hang on.
Listen to how popular that's made you in the room there. Fucking 400 years on, Irish immigration still a fucking issue for these people. I'll give you a job, man, because we might need to fight our way out of this fucking thing at the end, okay? Is that your girlfriend? You're doing fucking well for yourself, man. Maybe her parents just wish that you'd hurry up and murder her so they could grieve properly.
Oh my god.
Maybe they're in tears every time they see Shrek. So those two empty seats right in the middle, this is supposed to be sold out. Where are they? I hope they're dead in a fucking car.
Oh my god.
what are you guys here in your fucking waistcoats and your suits and... I mean, don't answer cunts, because I can fucking see that.
They do look out of
You're doing
place.
fucking jumping about Glasgow in a fucking morning coat with a side parting. I once had people shouting me in this city from a moving car for wearing gloves. Gloves, you prick. It's winter.
Like you're a pussy.
Right.
Fucking hell, are you on some kind of poverty safari? Who are you? Where are you from?
Glasgow.
You're from Glasgow? Where the fuck abouts are you? Where the fuck have you not been picked off? What do you do? Inside you're from Pollock? What the fuck is going on here? Have you quantum leaped here from an alternative Pollock? Got to a stage now where people come up and talk to me in the street, and I fucking hate people. Arseholes are attracted to me in the same way that a store detective is attracted to a 2002 Celtic away top.
I'm not sure I got that one.
Me and they say, Frankie, what should I do if an ex-girlfriend phones me up and tells me that she's HIV positive? And I say, the trick is, to always act surprised. Shall I tell you what I'm like, Johnny? I think I can explain myself to you. When I was a wee boy, my granddad used to take me up into the loft. He'd take down a chest that he had up there. He'd open up the chest. Do you know what was in it? A mermaid. And he'd have me stripped naked as a wee boy and make love to that mermaid on the floor while he watched for his sexual gratification. Now, years later, when the old bastard was dead, I went back up into the loft. I took down the chest and opened up. Do you know what I found in there? A dead monkey with its legs sewn together. You remind me of that monkey, Johnny.
Oh, there you
Oh my
go.
gosh.
I guess we'll do part 2 because it was about to load up. Because I think that I saw there's a part 1 to part 2, so we'll have to do part 2 sometime. If you want. I'm sure people will want to see it if they've already seen part 1. Welcome to Frankie Boyle. What do we think?
Funny, but I get what you're saying about like the shock value.
Right.
Because it's a bit much sometimes, and it's not even saying.
Not even like a bit much because it's so offensive.
No, it's not that because
sometimes it's just
because
shock.
I like dark comedy. I enjoy it.
Sometimes it's more shock than it is actual.
That it's actually funny.
Right.
I don't mind dark comedy. I actually like dark comedy if the jokes are actually funny. But there's a fine line of just being like you went a little bit too far, and now it's not even funny. It doesn't even really make.
Well, the joke then doesn't make sense.
Right.
I'm with you. See, again, people are watching right now fuming. Leave Frankie Boyle alone. Like.
Extra.
I adore stand-up, and as I said in the last video, watch it from all levels, from open mic nights to the
and
top.
you can tell he's very funny.
Frankie Boyle's a legend. In the last few years, for me, not my cup of tea. I saw his new show. It's called New World Order or something like that. I'm not going to go into why I don't like it, but just a bit.
But to me, the thing about comedy that's like cool about comedy is everybody's sense of humor is different.
Sure.
So what we might not find funny, someone else will, and vice versa.
But
But
I bet you the hardcore Frankie Boyle fans from back in the day, I'm gonna say probably don't find him as funny these days. He's kind of gone a bit wokey in his TV show. Like in the last video, I said that our comedians aren't anti-establishment enough, and people got mad because they're like, they have a go at the government all the time. That's not anti-establishment. Having a go at the Prime Minister or the President is an easy target. It's nothing to do with like Conservative or Labour or whatever. Anti-establishment means the people really in charge. I'd like to see someone make like a anti-COVID lockdown joke or whatever, something like that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, they would be cancelled quick, so they also know their lane, is what I'm saying. Anyway, like I say, that needs like a proper podcast episode to really but as far as reaction channels go, we'll try and keep it just fun.
Getting a bit intense over here.
Well, no, not
well,
that.
I know you're also passionate. He's passionate about comedy.
Very passionate about comedy. Love it. And yes, there's
and very good actually stand-up comic. I've seen.
Who?
I'm just like fangirling you a bit. You.
Yeah, I can. I'm decent.
You don't. He would never say it, but he's really good. So.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway.
Are you blushing?
No, I'm not
That's
blushing.
Cute.
Well, whatever, man.
You don't blush.
Whatever. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe.
Fucking chav.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and
check us out. Culture Clash Reactions on Instagram. We need one of those arrows that goes like that.
That's too much editing.
Okay.
I was about to say that I keep mentioning, we need like a mini podcast thing. I think we should do something with an actual conversation.
I think that would be cool.
Point. That's actually the reason I bought all this gear.
Yeah.
My dream was to have my own podcast. Anyway, that's for another time. We'll talk about it in the camp. Anyway, always a pleasure having you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want the second part, I think we'd be up for it.
Yeah. I did. I still enjoyed it. I liked it.
I did too. And Frankie Boyle, man. Whatever lately doesn't matter.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but originally he didn't have the closed captions on it in the first few seconds. And then an ad popped up, and I said, "Babe, can you turn on the caption?" Because I was struggling to. I got most of it. But,
hey, what are you, man? A wee boy and a fucking old man.
But that's the thing with comedy, because if you don't get the joke fast enough, because you're trying to process what they're saying, you know what I mean?
All right.
So.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Until next time. Bye for now.